Story which is with respect to Manipur in a flare-up of violence in Manipur's inter-district boundary areas. After several months, 2 people were killed and 10, including 2 police personnel and a television reporter, injured in gunfire and bombings in Imphal West's Kutruk area. In fact, this is an unprecedented attack. Here, alleged Kuki militants have deployed numerous RPGs using high-tech drones. This is the official statement by the Manipur police. Vedant.
That's right, Radhika. In fact, this is the latest flare-up. In fact, what is pretty concerning is the fact that you have the use of drones, as the police have also pointed out. But 2 people have died, and at least 10 people have been injured, is what we are being told. So pretty concerning there. In fact, the 12-year-old daughter of the woman who died was also among the 10 injured. Let me go across live now to Ratandeep. So Ratandeep, what's the latest that you have? As you've been reporting, the police say the use of drones pretty concerning there.
That's right. In fact, there have been intermittent firing in that area till about 2 this morning, and then around 5:30 there are reports of firing from some of the other border areas. However, in those firing there is no report of casualties or injuries. In fact, there is a state of high alert that has been issued by the state police headquarters to all the district SPs, and the focus at this moment for the security forces are the fringe areas, the bordering areas of the valley region, which is dominated by the Meiteis, and the parts of the hill region which are dominated by the Kuki Zomi groups. Remember, this is a fresh escalation. A couple of months back, we did see an escalation in Ziribam district of Manipur, which borders Assam, and after that there was a lull. But still, there were tensions shimmering, given the fact that the Kuki Zomi groups had also hardened their stand. In fact, only day before yesterday, there were rallies in the Kuki Zomi dominated areas asking for reiterating that they still stand with their demand of a separate union territory, and that is their core demand, and they would not move an inch from that. In fact, the Kuki Zomi groups have been squarely blaming the chief minister. They have been talking about a purported audio clip of the chief minister, which the chief minister's office and the government has claimed that it is doctored. In fact, earlier, rather last week, the chief minister gave an interview to a news agency claiming that there are efforts being made. There are fresh efforts which would bring peace in Manipur in coming few months, and he outrightly rejected the idea of a separate union territory. In fact, what is important to note is that even in the valley region, the civil society groups, they have been very steadfast with their demand that whatever solution the center and the state government would try to bring in Manipur should not compromise with the territorial integrity of Manipur. So therefore, there had been hardening of stand, but yes, there was no loss of life or injuries or attacks for past couple of months, and this is a fresh escalation, but there is a backdrop to which to it that I had explained just now. And what had happened in the last couple of in the last 14 to 16 hours is that this is a new trend of attack that Manipur has seen. Manipur, in this violence that had started in May 3rd last year, have seen use of automatic weapons. You have on both sides armed groups firing at each other, but the kind of attack that had taken place, where the government is claiming that drones were used to drop the bombs, is something which would be a reason of concern for the security agencies, given the fact that there is heavy presence of central forces who were entrusted with the singular duty of keeping the 2 warring communities away from each other, to create a buffer zone in the border areas of the valley and the hills. And even a couple of months back, we at NDTV reported that Assam police had apprehended a vehicle and a person who was carrying high-tech military-grade drone batteries to Manipur. So therefore, the fact that these armed groups, whether on both sides, have been acquiring automatic weapons and high-tech equipments is a reason of concern. even the Kuki groups have been sending out press releases saying that their villages on the border areas have been targeted, whereas the state government in Manipur has come on record this time to say that Kuki militants were behind this attack which took place in Kotuk. Meanwhile, there have been a fresh migration of villagers from Kotuk area. People are once again afraid and they have left their houses. So once again, these are people who have been hit in last year's violence, hit once again, and they had to leave their house.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Ratndeep, for joining us with the latest there. As Ratndeep is reporting, though of course the state is limping back to normalcy, isolated incidents of violence still being reported.